With the Five Nights at Freddy's sequel coming out soon, and Springtrap getting added to Dead by Daylight, I thought it was finally time. I'm gonna build Springtrap. I started by going into Blender and making my 3D model. Originally, I was only going to do the mask and the head, but then I thought it would really be cool to have a whole bust instead. My inspiration going into this project was this picture of him pulling off the mask. I wanted to blend the different designs that have been released into one, so I went with the suit from the games, and I used William Afton's body from Dead by Daylight to get a more realistic look. By the end, I managed to create the whole model, and it was made up of 21 different pieces. I moved over to my Neptune 4 3D printer, and
4 to 6 weeks later,
we were ready to go. Since I have a pretty small build plate on my printer, many of my pieces needed to be cut up into smaller pieces, so to join those back up, I used my wood burner. None of these had to look very clean. Since Springtrap looks pretty rough in the first place, I just kinda went with it. With all the larger pieces put together, I could do a quick test fit. These bolts actually hold the entire head together. And the top of the mask slots right in at the back. This thing was so much bigger than I planned for it to be, but it looked so good, I couldn't wait to get it done. Now we could get to the filling and priming. I'm going to start with the Bondo acetone mixture. This is a mixture that basically thins out the Bondo and lets it fill in those small layer lines. To get the texture of Springtrap's suit, as well as the corpse inside of it, I wanted to use the same method I did for the Warlord Predator mask, and that was to skip sanding and stipple the mixture onto the surface to get that bumpy, rough kind of look to it. By the time I was done, all of the pieces looked nasty and bumpy, and they had that really nice texture, which is exactly what I was hoping for. With the Bondo dry, I could go ahead and hit everything with 2 coats of Rust-Oleum 2-in-1 filler primer. While that time lapse goes by, I wanted to say that this video is much longer than my usual ones because I wanted to keep it as detailed as possible. So thank you for watching, and I hope you stick around until the end. With everything primed, I could move on to the painting. Since Springtrap is just a big yellow bunny, I started with a base coat of canary yellow for the suit. Once that was done, this suit is supposed to be broken down, moldy, and rotting, so I mixed deep black with some chartreuse green to add some of that weathering. I made sure to add this around all of the holes in the suit and then some random sprays here and there. For Afton's body inside the suit, I wanted to keep things accurate to the canon.
Purple gay!
So all of the fleshy bits got a base coat of deep purple. To tone that purple back, I used some different shades of red. Then I went back in using deep black to darken up those low spots. For the endoskeleton pieces, they got a quick spray of Rust-Oleum Metallic Silver. These were going to get rust and grime painted on them later, so I just did one quick coat. All the base coats are done, so it's time for details. Anything that needed to be silver that I missed, I used this silver paint for. I've used this one many times in my previous videos. It always goes on really nice. As I was painting, I realized that most of the inner suit was going to be visible from different angles, so I painted all of the interior with black acrylic paint. Then I needed to paint the teeth. I just used titanium white and I very carefully tried to not get any of that on the yellow. Next up, Purple Guy got some quick dry brushings of light purples and pinks. I very carefully base coated his teeth with white. Now I could assemble the pieces to add more details, and it is so big that I have to zoom my camera out to even see the ears. I actually made the base connection sit loose so I can rotate this into different poses. I have things like screaming up, jump scare position, and then leaning forward. I really wanted to add electronics into his eyes, so I ordered myself some white LED flickering candles, so when you turn them on, they look just like this. You can actually pop the light out just like that, and somehow the size of my model actually fits these candles perfectly, so I could just pop them right into the bottoms there. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some rust to the endoskeleton. All I'm using is some red, orange, burnt sienna, as well as some black and white. I just randomly applied this with a sponge wherever I thought looked a little too shiny. Any leftover paint I used to add some stains along the eye holes and just different areas of the mask. And we're nearly at the end, so I went ahead and I used my hot glue gun, this red wire, black wire, and all I'm going to do with these is I'm going to bend them and add them into the mask so that some wires are sticking out of the different holes. I quickly weathered his teeth with some orange, brown, and yellow paint. Everything got a quick spray of matte clear coat, and then we were ready to go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, this was a really long one, so a big thank you for sticking around until the end. If you liked the video and you want to see more, leave a like and consider subscribing. Thanks, guys.